All 5 candidates in the Cardigan riding spent Thursday evening fielding questions on the environment, but the most compelling part came at the end when they faced questions from the audience.
You are leaders, potential leaders, but you will always be leaders, right? For the people that voted for you. You will always have to be there for them, fight for them. What I'm telling you is, I am a native, I'm Irish, and I'm Scottish. I'm also French. And I have always respected those in me. But I have very little respect for the leader we have in Canada today.
Let's ask that question about how, if you end up in Ottawa as the MP from this district in Cardigan, you'll ensure that you will represent the views of the people here as opposed to the views of the leaders in Ottawa coming back to Cardigan.
Thank you for your compelling words. I guess, as you can appreciate, I'm new to the political regime, also somewhat new to PEI in terms of your life's story and situation. However, I'm not new to the atrocities that have happened to Native people. Shamefully, I'll admit this, that I come from an area where a Native tribe had become extinct, the Beothuk tribe. I lived right on their land. That's where I grew up. I see the hills, the sun rise over the hills in the morning, and I remember, when I think about their cries, when Mary March was brutally led halfway across an island in a cage and watched her husband was brutally murdered in front of her, and she had to be tied and watched it happen. I don't forget those stories. I grew up with them, and I cherish them, and I would do anything in my power to treat any other human being the way that I would want to be treated. So I'm sorry for what has happened. I would do everything in my utmost to represent you in this
I'm wanting to know directly on your approach and your vision of working with First Nations peoples when it comes to the duty to consult and when it comes to creating real valuable relationship, because I have not seen it in the past years of this current government.
It's all about collaboration. First Nations has to be very much involved with the whole process.
We also support completely abolishing the Indian Act, starting afresh, respecting treaties, and respecting that much of the land here in Canada has not been ceded. And also moving forward on the recommendations from that came out of Truth and Reconciliation. And of course, it may not be on the Conservative radar, but it's on the radar of every woman in this country. We have to institute an inquiry into missing and murdered Aboriginal women.
If you're going to solve problems, the only way you do is sit down and discuss it with the individual groups, provinces, or whatever. And that's what has to take place with First Nations and everybody else across the country. And of course, there has to be an inquiry.
Based upon this concern of keeping the earth safe for the future, what will your government do to include younger people, youth, young adults, etc., in helping get this country to meet its potential?
We have to engage young people. We have to go talk to young people. We need to consult with young people. We need to create economies for young people. We need our young people in this Cardigan riding.